Hey, what's going on? It's your boy D. Just another day, right? Walking down Third. Actually, my program's down there, and I just came from it. This is a little walk and talk like usual. So I'm gonna flip this around. Alright, we'll do it like that, I guess. But yeah, you see, it's pretty cool. But yeah, like the craziest thing is what's going on in America right now, and people are really not seeing it because they're doing it slowly through like a medical martial law. They're slowly taking away our body autonomy. By the mask is the first line of breaking down being, human, sociable. Also, masks are always done in a ritualistic setting, right? Masks, rituals go hand in hand. And numerology is another form of divination or magic. Each number gives off its own frequency. Each number has its own spirit. That's what Plato said anyways, with the 5 platonic solids that make up everything in this world, but just like your thoughts and intentions, they have power to influence stuff. Like when your mom used to say, oh, I cooked it with love, or loved the special ingredient. Well, that's actually true. As we're learning, water has memory, right? So you could put loving intent or hateful intent in water, and depending on what you vibrationally put in the water with your intent, or you could write it in words and tape it on the jar, you'll see that the water that was blessed, let's say by a loving monk, you take that water and flash freeze it, it becomes a beautiful 6-pointed crystal like a snowflake. The same water not blessed and put hateful intentions in will come out looking horrible when flash frozen. That's the power of your consciousness. So we're made of water, right? Like 75% of us. So when you speak, your words carry energy, and they can affect the structuring of water is what it's called. That's why streams are live. They meander and oxygenate themselves. But the fake water we get from a bottle or a tap is dead. It's got added chemicals, it's got chlorine in it, and it's got a lot of chemicals smaller than viruses and bacteria, like antidepressants is a big one in California reservoir systems, because the treatment plants that pump the water back into the ocean and lakes and rivers, well, they treat it for the microbes and toxins that will get you sick, but it doesn't have the filtration necessary to get chemicals like Prozac, other pharmaceuticals, fluoride out of it, because they're too small. They're molecularly too small. Anyways, that's one of the things I would want to say is avoid putting out bad intentions, because your words are like bullets. Once they're said, they can't be called back, and they can actually change the physical matter. I believe your mind creates the physical matter we see. or as a more scientific way to say it would be the conscious observer would collapse the wave function into a point particle, and that's what we call matter. But there's a lot more stuff I'd like to talk about, but we're being slowly poisoned through our own food system. One of the keys of the art of war is never let your enemy grow your food. So I know you've heard of soy, right? Soy's and everything. They made it out to be like green and, a substitute protein in a lot of food, Impossible Burgers. All this fake meat is soy-based, right? What they don't tell you is soy is naturally, it produces a chemical naturally called phytoestrogen. A lot of plants do, actually, but this one does it, soy does it in a high concentration. A phytoestrogen is plant estrogen, and it is very similar to human estrogen in a female. So basically, when you, lots of men eat processed food nowadays, and everything contains soy, their phytoestrogen in their body, their body thinks it's regular estrogen and starts literally turning them into women. You'll get gynecomastia, where men will start developing breasts. You can look all this up. And there's an alarming rate of testosterone declinage since the 90s even. It's like 1 point per year. And this is all because of the excess phytoestrogen we're eating. Those are some of the things I want to bring up. But right now, I'm going to make another video. This is just a little short video, kind of introduce some of the things I want to bring up and talk about. I'll be talking about a lot of different subjects, from our history, how it was basically rewritten. It's his story, not our story, and it's written by the victors. And I don't care if you think, it's the historians that write it. Well, the historians were the elite. It's proven that the Vatican, when they were translating the Bible, added 1,000 years. That's the Dark Ages. That's why there was so much beautiful technology in Rome and Babylon. And then all of a sudden, we lost all of our technology. We still can't even build cathedrals like they used to. We can't build the pyramids. We don't even have the technology now to move and cut some of these megalithic stones and structures, let alone what they say thousands of years ago, before electricity, with hand tools. It's all a lie, That's another thing I want to get into, that a lot of these buildings we think are new are actually repurposed. And America, and basically a lot of places, have the same architecture because there was a worldwide seafaring race that was highly advanced, and through the genetic code and evidence dating back to man being here earlier and earlier and earlier, they're realizing that, yes, their whole model of out of Africa, and the reason why white people turned white is because they went to the Caucasus Mountains. That's all bullshit. And the land bridge, that's bullshit. All of it's bullshit. So by bringing these things up about our history being wrong, and it's provably wrong, with their own narrative, you can prove them wrong because it's a story, and they weren't able to get their story straight back in the day. But now we have the technology to cross-reference all of these stories that are official, and it doesn't match up. Like, a perfect example would be Australia was a penal colony for the UK, but yet in 25 years they were building so many cathedrals and giant brick buildings. 25 years after, they rocked up with a few hundred prisoners and a few boats, and having no, what they say is having no infrastructure, no way to make steel, bricks, anything. But in 25 years, they built an entire city, not just a regular city. Look at Sydney, Australia. They have the same beautiful Roman, Greco, it's not, but that same style, and it's all over the world. So those are some other things. I'll be able to prove that to you with pictures. You can look this up. But there's also been entire regions, a powerful empire called the Tartarians that was from Japan all the way to Europe and the top of Africa, all the way into South America, the Mayans, and all the way into North America, which were the Native Americans. So, yeah, there's definitely evidence of this. Our mainstream media won't tell us this or teach it because it wrecks their entire theory. That people want to keep their pensions and keep their doctorates, so they'll just keep repeating the lies. We haven't done real physics since 120 years. Once Einstein decided that he was going to make a mathematical equation based on a theory, like, we don't know what matter is, or mass, or electricity is, right? Or time, really. Time is a human construct. So he took things that we knew what they were, but we don't know what they are, like electricity or gravity. Matter, mass, they're interchangeable in the dictionary. We don't know what they are. So he took these basically theories, plugged them into a mathematical formula, and then used his presuppositions of what it should do and combined the spatial fabric with a concept of time. You can't do that. How can you bend a concept that was constructed by humans? Time. It doesn't work like that. It's our universe is electric, and there's no such thing as black holes. There's no such things as neutron stars. Basically, the entire world and universe, or multiverse, or whatever we're in, I actually think it's multi-dimensional, really, is electric. It's the electric universe. You can look up Thunderbolt Project, and it explains pretty much everything. And, I think I talked enough. So I'll leave it there, and I'll do another video of me just walking to the spot so you could just check out the area. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little longer, but I have a lot of theories and knowledge I want to spread, free speech. This is why I'm doing it, because of all the censorship. Alright, God bless you. Be safe. Remember, it's only the simple cold or flu. That's all it is. Alright, be safe. Bye.